Hi, I'm Nancy Martinez. I'm the Director of the Independent Retail Customer Channel and Marketing here at Limbush Roses, and welcome to LBR Talks, where we share nuggets on business and leadership to help you elevate and enhance your floral business. So today we take a look at an interview that Willy Armellini did with Renato Sogueco from BloomNet and Floriology, and we kind of, we pull out all the primary information that we think is going to really be helpful to you. Kristen Thomas joins me again, our marketing coordinator, and we really just unravel the conversation that Willy and Renato had. So I just want to get you into it. Please stay tuned to the very end again, just so you don't miss anything. And without further ado, let's jump into my conversation with Kristen. Hi, and welcome to LBR Talks. Today, as promised, I have our guest Kristen Thomas, our marketing coordinator, back with us. Welcome back, Kristen.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah. So last time we talked about the different types of customers in the age group. And let's just remind our audience, our customers, of what those are. So we have the baby boomers who are born 1964 or older. Then we have the Gen X's, which is 1965 to 1984.
And I've got it. Yes, good call. Yep, I've got it. Yes.
Yep. And then the millennials who are older or younger. I'm sorry, than 1984.
Before 84.
Yeah,
that's good. I think it's hard for all of us to remember who's where, so thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, and so we learned about last time why they shop for flowers and where they're going. Now today we're really going to talk about how are they finding you, or where do they look for their information, and why is that important? So this is going to be a little bit deeper dive, and the information source we got this time was a video that Willy Armellini did with Renato Sogueco from BloomNet Floriology. And we just, again, it was really good information that just followed up from the survey, and it was just, we wanted to pass this information along to you.
Yeah, watched it actually a couple of times because there was a lot of information. So
yeah, we'll have the link to that video interview as well for people who want a deeper dive. So look for that if you want more information on it. So I think one interesting thing, Kristen, that they talked about is needing to expand your skills from your design, right? You have your floral design skills, which you all excel in, to honing in on some skills of photography and video to really kind of capture and speak to your audience. Right. So, and I don't want you to get afraid to do this. I think just trial and error and doing something and being okay of failing forward, right? By doing something and maybe not even doing it right the first time, you do it better the next time, and soon you'll get really good at it, I promise. It's just one of those things, just like remembering doing your first design. Maybe it wasn't exactly how you wanted it. It's just practice.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
But really important to reaching these customers. Okay, so knowing your customers' behaviors is super important because it kind of leads you to where they're gathering their information, right? So the younger generation will gravitate, we touched a little bit about this, but they'll gravitate right to searching, and probably primarily on their phone. So they'll Google you, they'll want to look at what you're doing, and they'll go to social media sites, more so Instagram and YouTube. And we're also seeing TikTok. Yeah. So this is important. Think about your younger customer. Think about it being prom season. You're going to want to really spend your efforts on the social media platform that they're on, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's the baby boomers who are more so on Facebook. So if I'm promoting prom and promoting really specific to that end user, I'm going to either go on TikTok or Instagram.
Are you, Nancy? Are you going on TikTok?
I've experienced a little bit on TikTok. It's kind of fun. You can get really sucked into TikTok.
Oh,
for
well,
sure.
yeah. Insta Reels too, which is like TikTok through Instagram, and it's the same kind of idea. It's about having fun. There are no rules really, except for they're short videos. Adding some music and maybe a couple of graphics. It's all about having fun, and it's uncomfortable at the beginning. You feel silly, you feel old. I actually started, we did a TikTok, we started up our account, I think, at the beginning of COVID. I told Nancy, like, I don't know, we need to be doing this. And it was a little like, I think that one of the ones I put out there, my son, Charlie, who's 12, was like, oh, Mom, yeah, you need help. And I did. So that's why we brought a millennial here on board with us, because it's like, oh, thank God we have
Sarah's doing like the fist bump in the
background. Because she knows,
right
like,
now.
She rocks, and thank God for her. But, you know, you get comfortable with it, and a few times when Sarah hasn't been able, or she has been away, I've dipped my toes in it a bit too, and so can you. I also could suggest, all of you know a millennial, whether they're working for you or you have, you know, a child or a niece or nephew. They would love to help you. They'd probably like say, thank God you're asking for help, and would love to help with that. I think even part-timers, or, you know, there's people that can help.
Yeah, use a barter system.
Absolutely.
Whatever you need to do. And it's, I mean, I know we're spending so much time on it because in the past, your primary customer was your baby boomer, right? Right now, really, your primary customer, we learned in our last episode, is that Gen X and the millennial, and they like that visual stimulus, right? Mm-hmm. So, like you said, it doesn't have to be a long video, but something that's going to capture their attention, right? Mm-hmm. It's going to be fun. It's probably going to be super beautiful, right? Because of what our industry is, and you're going to engage them, and they're going to learn to know you, and they're going to make a connection with you, and they're going to connect with you before they even buy from you, right?
Absolutely. That is what we learned, is that they really want to know and feel like they got to know you. Hate to call it Sarah again, but our social media specialist here, Sarah, who's behind the camera right now, she had mentioned actually when we interviewed her, if you remember, that she started to watch our social media, and she was watching Flowers Between Friends, Georgia and I, and when she came in to do her interview, she felt like she already had a flavor of who Len Bush is, kind of felt like she knew Georgia and I a little bit more, the personality of Len Bush Roses, that we're friendly and we want to help, and we're excited about flowers, we love flowers, and she already came in like, I feel like I know them.
So it's almost like you're not walking in cold to a shop,
right,
or a place you've never been to. You're getting a warm welcome because you've already had that experience of that shop or that business.
Absolutely.
So it's just super important to that generation. Yeah.
And I will say too, and obviously I'm passionate about this because it's the department I'm in and we're doing it daily, but you guys are not getting your walk-ins like you used to. Let's be honest. I know things have changed a bit, but you're not getting your walk-ins like you used to. And so you need to use social media and your website as windows to your stores, and your style, your flavor, your vibe, and yourselves and things that are happening in there. And I feel like the more you put yourself out there, the more you're connecting with your customers, the more you're going to increase your sales. They equal each other out. I mean, it's a perfect way to do it, and you don't have to make it where it's like, well, it's professional. No, are you setting your store up for the holidays? Do a quick little video showing what you're doing. Show the before and after. Making centerpieces for Thanksgiving. Pictures after. All of that is pulling your customers in, where as they're scrolling down and through their social media, they stop to say like, I can't make it home for Thanksgiving, but here I bet you I can order something, for my mom at her table, or I'm hosting this year. It's my first year hosting. Maybe I should get something for my home. So
yeah.
I could go on and on. Sorry, but it's so important.
Right.
It's easy. It's an easy, free way to market yourself. Right?
That's right. And if you can't, or you don't have the wherewithal to continually do it, we put a lot of stuff up on our website, on our social media that is postables. So meaning you're free to use it and do a repost. So not always needing to have your own content, but having something out there, right?
Right. And encouraging that you're making beautiful stuff every day for your customers. You're doing things just like this, and you're busy in a hurry, but have a spot. And again, this is like a whole nother session, but have a spot in your store that has a clean blank wall, or maybe you have a nice little backdrop of, whatever look you want, something simple, a table, and you have that spot always ready to go. It's ready to go out the door. You're going to wrap it up, right, to send out. Set it down, you take a picture, and then you go about your day, and maybe that evening your feet are up, maybe you're on social media, and that's when you can do your posts or set up your posts to go out the next day. You have the product already. You just have to spend that extra minute to take a picture. I think we should do something in the future on how to photograph flowers and, give them ideas.
Oh, I love that idea. Yes, and the more we can educate, the better they'll become.
Absolutely.
The stronger you'll become at it. Yeah, so not to discount the baby boomers, because they're still your customers. They're just a smaller percentage of them now. Like I mentioned, they do go on Facebook primarily, so you'll see them there. So knowing that, again, when you post there, if you have things targeted, more traditional looks, or
you might be showing your funeral or your sympathy business a little bit more. Not saying that means baby boomers are, but they're going to be the ones that are connecting with that. That's a lot of where they're spending, is going to be for bereavement types of things. So show what you can do.
Yeah.
And I know Sarah will say things that you post on Facebook can transcend over to Instagram too. So if they're Facebook and Instagram worthy, you can kind of kill two birds with one stone. You don't have to feel like they have to always be different.
Yeah. Yes.
They don't.
Yes. And if you're not on any social media right now, get good at one and pick one. Get consistent, get creative, let your customers know that you're on it, and just start doing something. Pretending like it's going to go away is not going to help your business. Embracing it is going to help your business. For sure, and just knowing where to put your energy. So just to reiterate again, the younger generation is going to want more movement, they're going to want more fun, they're going to want more connection.
They want to see you.
They want to see you. So Instagram, Instagram Reels, the TikTok.
Let's just,
and YouTube are going to be great places for you to host some of your stuff. Facebook, the boomers are going to gravitate towards there. Yeah. In fact, I think my kids I've heard our kids say, "You ruined Facebook." By us going on it, we took over.
We're getting off because you're on.
So they're going to go to the next thing, which is, I mean, and there is going to be a next thing. So always kind of keeping your ears and eyes open on what that next thing is, and experimenting and trying
it out, and get a youngin into your store helping you out, because I'm sure they'd be happy to do that. And I will just throw in quick the Instagram. You mentioned prom, but guys, your brides are going to Instagram. They're also going to Pinterest, but they're going to Instagram to see your stuff. So those of you who do bridal work, you need to be on Instagram if you want to increase your business with the brides.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
For sure.
Sarah's saying Pinterest too. Yes, agreed. But it is the social media part, I feel like. We're seeing a lot of event companies very heavy on Instagram.
Yeah. Yes, agree. So hopefully that gives you a little more insight on where you put your energies depending on what you're doing. like we said, even if you pick one age group to go market to or put your efforts to, just know that where they're watching or where they're looking for information from you, I think is going to be super helpful. So again, we're going to have this video in the link below, so you can actually dig into the video more deeply if you want to. And I encourage you to reach out to us at any time with questions.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it'll help to guide us as far as what you need help with. So
yeah. Well, good. Well, thanks again for joining. Kristen, thank you for coming back.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes anytime.
Maybe you'll show up again?
Maybe anytime.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Okay, well, thank you for showing up again, and until next time, thanks for coming. Well, I think that was another pack-full informational session there with Kristen, and thank you for joining us for it. This information, the more you know about your customers, it's just going to be so helpful, and just the little things you can do to hone in on where to find them and how to communicate with them is going to be so important to help you continue to advance your businesses. So I'm hoping that was helpful. And my quote this week comes from Warren Buffett. And he says, "Focus on your customer and lead your people as though their lives depend on your success." So again, we're just learning that the more you know about the customer, the more successful you can become. So hopefully this was helpful to you. Thanks for joining us again, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.